On either side of a steep valley stood two mighty armies poised for war. On the right stood the army of the Israelites. On the left, the Philistines, their great champion Goliath towering over them. Goliath was over 9 feet tall and clothed in armor too heavy for most men to even lift. Striding forth, Goliath roared across the valley to the Israelites, "Choose any man to fight me. If he succeeds, then we will surrender, and all these men will become your slaves. However, should I win, you will be our slaves. Each and every day, for 40 days, I shall return to you with this same challenge." The army of Israelites listened to Goliath and were filled with terror. Among the Israelites was a boy called David. His 3 older brothers had been sent to war, but the young David tended to his father's sheep. One day, David's father told him to go to his brothers to see whether they were well. As David reached his brothers, Goliath strode onto the opposite hillside to bellow out his daily challenge. The Israelites saw him and ran in fear, saying, "Look at this giant! Our ruler, King Saul, will give a great reward to the man who defeats him." With determination, David cried, "How dare this Philistine threaten the Israelites, the army of the living God?" When news of David's brave and defiant words reached King Saul, he summoned him. David came before Saul. "Your Majesty, we should not be afraid of Goliath. I look after my father's sheep. Whenever a lion or a bear has tried to steal one of the flock, I have rescued that sheep and slain the predator. I will do the same with this Philistine." Then David picked up his own staff, a catapult, and 5 smooth stones, and went forward to meet Goliath. As he got closer, Goliath saw that David was only a boy. Looking down at him with scorn, he roared, "You stand there with a stick, challenging my might? Let us fight. Your body will soon be fed to the birds and the beasts." Calmly, David answered, "You come armed with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come with the name of the Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel. I will defeat you and cut off your head." David took one of the stones and placed it in his catapult. Releasing it, the stone sped with deadly aim, striking Goliath on the forehead. The great giant fell. David took Goliath's sword out of its sheath and cut off the giant's head. When the Philistines saw this, they fled in fear. David presented the head of Goliath to King Saul and was rewarded for his bravery.